Sonnet 73 by Willie Shakes himself, William Shakespeare, an English playwright, poet, and he was also an actor. So, in Sonnet 73, let me give you a quick summary. We've got our first quatrain here, first 4 lines. The speaker compares aging to late autumn when the leaves have fallen off the trees and the weather is cold. So the church buildings, which is a metaphor for bare branches, where the choirs once sang, they're now in ruins, and the birds, they no longer sing. And in the second quatrain, the speaker compares aging to the dusk when the sun has set in the west and introduces the darkness of nighttime in the second quatrain. And nighttime, everybody, it is compared to death's second self. In the third quatrain, so lines 9 to 12 here, the speaker compares aging to the coals of a fire that is about to die. He compares old age that cannot exist without the figments of the youth to how the coals cannot burn without the ashes. In the couplet, the speaker advises that these things must be noted so that love can be strengthened. William. By the knowledge that we depart from our loved ones when life is extinguished. Okay, and that's how he ends off the rhyming couplet here at the end. So we've got 3 quatrains, and we've got a rhyming couplet at the end, the last 2 lines, and that brings us to our 14-line sonnet. You thought you came here for some English FAL poetry, my friends. No, you came here for some maths too, for some wiskunde. So the type and form of Sonnet 23, so this is a Shakespearean sonnet, also known as an Elizabethan sonnet. I don't know if you guys remember the dude on TikTok who was like super emotional during the World Cup about IEB and SACAI. He was like, oh, Elizabethy. I always think of that when I hear Elizabethan sonnet. Elizabethy. Okay, so like all sonnets, it has 14 lines. It is divided into 3 quatrains, units of 4 lines, and it has a rhyming couplet, which we've already discussed, right? And the rhyme is in the form, the rhyme scheme, A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G, I, B. Okay, so Goon was hitting some lines there. A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, G, G. Hi, bo. Okay, so that's the rhyme scheme. So behold and cold, hang and sang, day away, west and rest. You get the idea. And strong and long to round things off. So the rhythm of Sonnet 73, it's in iambic pentameter. So what is iambic pentameter? Okay, just listen to me here. Da 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 da. That time of year thou mayst in me behold, when yellow leaves or none of you do hang. You get what I'm saying here. Da 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 da. So we have 10 das, basically. Iambic pentameter, it's like this 10 syllabic rhyme, basically. You can do it with any line. Let's do line 10. That on the ashes of his youth doth lie, as the deathbed whereon it must expire. Forget Travis Scott, Kanye, Jay-Z, J. Cole. You know who the real gangster is here, cuz William Shakespeare. Okay, so let's get to the poem. Right? Sorry, I'm waffling. Okay, if you're writing tomorrow, I'm really, really sorry. But I tend to veer off topic sometimes. I don't know, maybe it it reduces your stress if I deviate a little bit. I don't know, some of you are just gonna beef at me like, yo, Goon, I'm writing tomorrow. Oh, you're wasting my time. Okay, chill, okay? Just put it on ×2. Sorry, you're coming for Goon in the comments. So, analysis. In each quatrain, the speaker uses a different image to show the progression of life from youthfulness to old age and death. Now, the following images have been used. So, in quatrain 1, we've got the tree. In quatrain 2, we've got the sunset. In quatrain 3, we've got the fire, or the glowing fire, rather. And we end off with our nice rhyming couplet. So, in quatrain 1, the speaker compares his current state to autumn, a season when the leaves fall from the branches, and the branches shake because of the cold wind. And this means that he is getting older and losing his youth, just like the trees lose their green leaves. Now, there is a quietness that comes with getting old, when the youthful exuberance, it just no longer exists. But in quatrain 2, the speaker compares his progress towards death as moving from dusk, after the sun has set, that's when dusk is, to nighttime. And the change in comparison from a season to a day, it shows the speed with which aging affects the body. And in quatrain 3, the third quatrain, it clarifies the end that the speaker talks about and how it represents death, and that the speaker is slowly moving towards, well, death. And in this quatrain, the speaker's life is compared to a fire that will soon be extinguished. He refers to both literal death and figurative death, which signifies the end of his youth. That's what it's about. His youthfulness is over. And lastly, in the couplet, the speaker introduces the reader to the importance of love. Oh, love. He wants the reader to see what life is like, so they value their time together. He reminds us that we need to love well, because we will soon have to leave. We will soon have to die. Sure, hectic. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. Okay, some themes. So we've got 3 themes here: aging, death, and love. So aging, in the poem, the speaker explores what it feels to get older and face the reality that death is, well, imminent. It's going to happen. Death, the speaker seems to be haunted by the inevitable truth that all living beings are being subjected to death. And love, in line 13, especially in our couplet, it becomes more apparent, and the speaker introduces the theme of love. Although love can triumph over many obstacles, it is still limited by mortality and nature. Okay, line 2, we've got some sound repetition. We call that assonance. So when yellow leaves, so the N and the Y, when yellow leaves. We've got some alliteration in line 4, 7, 8, and 14. We've got sweet birds singing. We've got by and by. We've got second and self. And to love that, leave, ear long. Lots of L sounds. We've got a metaphor in line 10, ashes of youth. The speaker compares life to fire that is burning out, so his once youthful nature has turned to ash. In line 7 to 8, death's second self of such fire. So death here is compared to night. We've got a nice simile in lines 5 and 6. As after sunset fadeth in the west, which by and by black night doth take away. So it's a comparison here utilizing as. So the speaker compares his life to daytime when twilight is replaced by sunset. And some images of autumn in lines 2 and 3. So this idea of yellow leaves. And in lines 6 and 7, some images of death. So sunset fadeth, deathly imagery. And in line 7, black night. So our tone here, in the quatrains, the tone is pensive almost. It's mournful as the speaker perceives his proximity to death. But it's also quite melancholic, meaning sad, as the speaker explains that he is aging. And this tender tone, it creates what kind of mood? What are you thinking? What mood has been created in this poem? So if you said anything along the lines of it being sentimental and sorrowful, mournful almost, you were definitely on the right path. So we're going to stick with sorrowful. So that's the mood that's been created as a result of the tone. And that is Sonnet 73. What happened to the other 72 sonnets? Well, that's not in your syllabus, but yeah, this guy was always writing 73 sonnets. That's crazy. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed making it. Thank you for watching. Cheers.